home. Good morning. Good morning to our viewers. Good evening. We are live from Kenya, Kisii County, and my name is Rose Festus. I'm a mother and a wife, and currently I'm working in Kisii, Kenya, supporting HIV care and treatment, doing adherence. Yeah, I'm here with my colleague, and he's going to introduce himself, and we welcome our viewers. Please stay tuned and feel most welcome. Thank you. Yes, welcome.
Thank you so much. I'm Aloli Spem, and the same way my colleague has just said, we are here to have a wonderful discussion today. We are coming live from Kisii, and we wish to welcome every person that has tuned in. Thank you so much for supporting this. We are already seeing people are viewing this. Kindly thank you so much for accepting our invitation. Just to start on, I heard she said she's a mother. I'm equally a father of one. I'm also working in Kisii, supporting care and treatment.
Yeah.
But basically we are looking at adherence.
Yes.
And this is where now matters viral suppression and retention is coming in. So thank you so much and welcome, and feel at home. Feel part of this the same way we had said before. You are part of this journey. This is a hero's journey, and each and every person is a hero.
Yes.
You are a hero in your own way, in your own style,
Yes.
in your own words, and feel much welcome. Karibu sana. Thank you, Rose, for giving me this opportunity also.
Thank you so much, Spam. It's a good evening. It's a good morning to our friends abroad who are just waking up right now. And once again, we want to welcome you to this live discussion. It's gonna be a live discussion, and we also welcome your participation. Feel free to like the page and comment and ask any question concerning the topics that you are going to discuss this evening. And yeah, so I'm just going to welcome my colleague Spam to explain a little bit about Heroes Voice Corner before we go direct to our topic, because we are Heroes Voice Corner. So you may ask yourself, what is that means? Yeah, Spam, welcome, and tell our viewers who we are.
Thank you, Rose. Thank you, Rose, for bringing that again.
Yes.
Now, somebody else would want to ask why Heroes Voice Corner and
Yeah.
not any other thing.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody else would want to argue this had been done with so many people. Why you again? The reason why we've come up with this is because we sat down, we did some little research, and we realized that people are struggling with so much. People are struggling with the treatment outcome, that is
Yes.
HIV treatment outcomes.
Mm-hmm.
People are really struggling with even treatment options.
Yes.
Programs are equally struggling with retention and suppression. Caregivers are struggling on how best they can sustain or how best they can help our clients or people living with HIV and AIDS. So everybody is struggling, and we realized that it could be lack of information or the way the information has been given to the public.
Yeah,
and I think that's why we decided now to come up with the treatment literacy, going live,
Yeah.
and making it public, so
Exactly.
that we just want to improve the health-seeking behavior, because in most cases, people that are on treatment today, a good percentage, it was not their own initiative. At a point, maybe they just visited a health facility, or they were just visited by a HTS counselor, or they were invited via a text. Somebody just gave out their names, and so this was not their own initiative. This was our initiative, as much as we'd want to say that it is patient-initiated testing and counseling. But if you look at the approach, basically, in a way, we are looking for these people. So we want to change the will, we want to change the direction, and let everyone understand what HIV is and what the treatment really is, and if there is a better treatment outcome, or if there is need to have this treatment. And that's why today we've just decided to start on a high gear. We'll want to talk about HIV, just introduce what HIV is, because we know the public knows this. But there's a way we want to do it and let the public know the importance of also going to test. And I know in our next series or in the near future, we'll be in a position to talk about treatment, we'll be in a position to talk about prevention, we'll be in a position to talk about so many things, psychological, that are psychosocial issues surrounding HIV treatment. Thank you so much, Rose.
Thank you so much, Spam, for that good explanation. Indeed, today I just wanted to bring to our attention that we are addressing all ages, here, be it adolescents, children, and young mothers. You are invited here, we are addressing you, and that's why we are Heroes Voice Corner. Together, we give our voices together for this. So today, the topics that we are going to discuss, just as Spam has said earlier, we are going to talk about HIV, and just for your knowledge, at least when you are there and watching us live, you know we are coming from this stage to this stage. So we are going to talk about HIV, we are going to talk about
AIDS.
We are going to talk about AIDS.
And basically just try to get to know the theories explaining the origin, which we are not going to give a lot of thought, because basically knowing where the problem started in most cases really may not solve the same issue. Not every problem must be, like, you must not dig the source of each and every problem. There are those that you work with, what we call here and now. Now we are here with this, what can we do now?
And again, thank you so much. And we are going also to talk about HIV transmission, and again what? Spread of HIV. And that is all. In case you are not hearing anything that we are saying, please just notify us so that we can increase our voice. We are trying our level best, but if you're not hearing anything, you can just tag us and tell us, please increase your voice. And again, we are expecting your comments down there. By the time we will be finishing about our discussion, we want to just bring to your attention that we will be going live discussing different things. So you are welcome every Friday. You can tune in and listen to live teachings. Thank you so much. So, Spam, let's tell our viewers, let them know what is HIV.
I know we know. And the definition
and it is not a secret.
It is not a secret. I know we know. But what do we understand? I know today if you go to the public and ask somebody what HIV is, I think the direct answer you're going to get that this is human immunodeficiency virus. But now the question goes, do we really understand what this virus is? Or do we really think it's some parasitic organism, or it's just a mere virus that really has nothing to talk about so much? So maybe, I don't know, Rose. I don't know, Rose, if you're going to add something, because we are talking of human immunodeficiency virus.
Human. What I wanted us to understand that this is human. It is something to do with us, not any other thing, not any other animal. It is human. So it is for us. HIV is human immunodeficiency virus. It's a virus. And maybe somebody can ask him or herself, what is immunodeficiency? So this is basically the absence of immunity.
Exactly. So what are we really talking about? This is a virus that only affects human. So
Yeah.
we are targeting human beings.
Yes.
We are targeting people.
Yeah.
And again, we are talking of immunodeficiency. More of an absence or a compromised immunity. A
Yeah.
state where your immunity has been destroyed or is completely low.
Yes.
Or in some cases, it's more of you don't have an immunity.
Yeah.
It's like having a guard and at a point missing that guard on station.
Yes.
So that makes your guard absent. I think that is the most basic definition we can use for now. But basically, this is a virus that affects human being.
Yeah.
Yes. It destroys your immunity.
You are immune.
Which makes it compromised.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it affects the immunity, just as Spem has said, and it makes it very weak. Yeah, so once your immunity is very weak, we find that there are so many things that can come into your life because your immunity is absence in a way. Yeah, it's absence in a way, and you are very, very weak. Yeah. So, STEM, let's continue.
Yes, I think it will bring us to what we call the acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, which in most cases we call AIDS.
Yeah.
I really feel bad using that name, but that is it. That is the word. HIV causes AIDS. And
yeah.
you say that HIV is a virus that attacks human, destroying their
immune system.
The immune system,
yeah.
making it vulnerable. And in that case, they are in a position, or it's possible for them to acquire certain
diseases. Yeah.
Yes. And ideally, talking about AIDS, this is just the most advanced stage of HIV infection.
Yeah.
So it's good when we make it clear that advanced stage of HIV infection. Somebody is saying that for some reasons we are not, she's not able to see us. I don't know whether there's somebody else experiencing the same problem. Just correct on that.
Yeah. Somebody is saying that he's not able to see us. I don't know.
Are we having the same challenge all over?
Yeah, just let us know the challenges that you are going through. Yeah, if you are seeing us, if you can hear us well, yeah, well and good. Yeah, thank you so much. Let's continue. So HIV, as we said earlier, that is a virus that damages human immune system. So we find that when you are HIV, you have HIV or HIV positive, and it is untreated, it attacks or affects or kills your CD4 cells. Yeah. So
I think you just mentioned something that untreated.
Yeah.
HIV affects or kills the CD4 cells. And somebody is seated somewhere asking, now they have just talked about untreated. Now again they are mentioning CD4. So where are we? We'll talk about treatment. But I think also it's important for some of us also to really understand the CD4 cells that you're talking about. And because you say the untreated HIV, so I'm already thinking of seeking treatment.
Yeah.
But again, I'm thinking of seeking treatment so that my CD4 cells are not destroyed.
Yeah.
So maybe just to help us understand what CD4 cells are.
Yeah, thank you so much, Spam. I'm just going to explain to us what CD4 is. CD4 in molecular biology, CD4 is a cluster of differentiation 4. Is a glycoprotein found on the surface of immune cells, such as T helper cells, monocytes, and macrophages and dendritic cells. So generally what I'm trying to say that CD4 count means that you are immune when you have HIV, the CD4 will be weak. Yeah, it means that your immune system is not getting significantly. Yes, when you are CD4 count, I mean, generally a normal CD4, a normal CD4 count means that your immune system is not significantly affected by HIV infection. Yeah, so when you are normal, you are not HIV positive, or you are not HIV infected, your CD4 is good, is in a good condition because it is not affected. So when it is affected, it's low, you have low CD4, and that brings that the immune system to be low. And we find that the normal CD4 is around 500 to about 1500. So when it is below 200, yeah, it is now a question. It should be diagnosed. Yeah, so it's more of a problem. Yeah, so it really affects that CD4. HIV affects CD4, and it brings your immune system to be very low. Yeah.
So basically, what we are trying to thank you so much, Ross, for bringing that so well.
Yeah.
Basically, what we are trying to say, or what Ross is really trying to bring across, is that CD4. Can I use the language of the young?
Yeah.
If you allow me, that hawa ni soja wa mwili. These are the soldiers. These are the security.
They are the security.
Yes, this is the guard that I have in my body.
Yeah.
So when HIV comes, wanaua wale guards, or they chase them away. I don't know what they do, but it makes that guard weak, or absent. I think that is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, that is what I'm trying to say.
Thank you so much for our young viewers also.
Yeah.
So struggle sana useme sasa hapo wamesema
oh my goodness, I've gone scientific.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
There are those soldiers. Yeah, we say there are those soldiers. There are those cells that are protecting our body. So once we are HIV positive, or we are suffering from HIV, it makes them weak, such that it cannot protect us any longer. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I think up to that, somebody else would want to ask now. You've really talked about HIV.
Yes.
But even before you proceed, mbona ina dawa? Why are we not able to treat it?
Yeah.
You've talked about treatment. And because HIV inserts itself into the DNA of our cells, it's a lifelong condition.
Yes.
And currently, honestly, we don't have treatment for the same. That will eliminate HIV from the body.
Yeah.
But I would want to say that treatment works. How does it work? It suppresses the virus.
Yes.
And either slows its progression, or just protecting us not to get what we call now AIDS.
Yeah.
Because AIDS is not good. And that's why in most cases we really don't talk about AIDS, we talk about HIV infection.
Yeah.
So treatment works as much as we are not in a position to eliminate the virus.
Yeah.
Up to that, I think it's important to get to know how one can get the virus. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. The transmission, that is.
Yeah. Just continue, Spam, and let us know about the transmission.
Yes. How does infection happen?
Yeah.
This could be through blood, semen, vaginal and rectal fluids, breast milk, or any infected fluid and tissues.
Yeah.
So, for an infection to happen, we must have the virus first.
Yeah.
Then we must have an entry to an infected cell or body or person. So, for instance, if you're talking about blood, I don't want to talk about blood transfusion, because each and every time you talk about blood, people think of blood transfusion. I don't want to talk about that, because I believe that every blood is being screened before, but I'm talking
Yeah.
about accidents. I'm talking about an unintentional contact. Some of it could be intentional also, even during maybe vigorous sexual intercourse. Yes. Blood, an infected blood coming in contact with your bloodstream will
Yeah.
cause an infection.
Yeah.
And we've talked about the body fluids like the semen, vaginal and rectal fluids, even breast milk. And
Yeah.
somebody is asking how breast milk.
How?
Yet we are told that let us breastfeed our babies up to
Yeah.
the 6 months, whether you are HIV positive or
not.
negative.
Yeah.
I don't know whether to expound on this, Rose.
Yeah, just do expand and explain to us so that we get to understand how breast milk can transmit HIV to the baby. Yeah.
Thank you. And even before we go to the breast milk, we need to understand that that could be the last stage that
Yeah.
a child could be infected, or the second last, apart from now those other issues.
Yeah.
But now we're talking about mother to child transmission. So this could happen, or it's a possibility that a child can be infected or an infant can be infected during pregnancy. It is also possible that a child get to be infected at delivery or during
Delivery. Yeah.
It's also possible that we have an infection during breastfeeding.
Breastfeeding,
So for a
yes.
mother, a young mother outside there, or any other mother, do you believe in young mothers and old mothers? A mother is a mother.
A mother is a mother. There is no old mother.
When we celebrate Women's Day or Mother's Day, do you celebrate young mothers, then older mothers, then old mothers?
We celebrate all mothers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So a mother, you have even a bigger responsibility to play.
Yeah.
Because imagine during pregnancy, you can infect your child. But somebody is asking, because now somebody is anxious.
Yeah.
So should I not get pregnant? Should we leave it at that point, then we discuss how to prevent it, or we just cover it?
Okay. Just briefly before we go to that, about the transmission, we've said about blood, and my colleague Spem doesn't want to talk about transfusion. Yeah, because blood transfusion, yeah, because we believe that blood is screened, yeah, and to some extent, I don't know, can you check?
Yes,
what
just
they
check.
say?
Somebody just.
Let me just check what someone is saying so that somebody's saying for some reasons I can't see you guys.
Maybe just text back and.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry for that. Okay.
Sorry for that. We will ensure that you see us. Yeah. So let's come back to the blood, and this blood. It's not just blood. It is infected blood. Yeah, because not every blood can affect or can infect someone. So it is infected. Or we were talking about the vaginal sex, what all these things. It is only possible when you have sex with a person who is HIV infected. And as my colleague Spem said it earlier, that treatment is important, though today we don't want to talk about treatment so much, because we will come back and talk about it later. And it is important because we say that treatment help to suppress the virus. Yeah. What is viral suppression? It makes, let me use the adolescents what?
My
Adolescents or my language. We normally use our language by saying that the viruses are sleeping. You make them sleep. When you take ARVs, when you take you take treatment so well, you make them sleep. So what I'm saying that for you to infect somebody, like, okay, we are talking about transmission. It means that you are not adhering to the treatment, of which I don't want to talk about today. We'll talk about it later. Yeah, so we just know right now that for everyone to be infected, to get infection from another person, which means that person is not adhering to treatment, so it is infected blood.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing that. I think what you're trying to bring on board is that for an infection to happen,
Yes.
we have what we call the must core conditions. As in, there's a condition that must be there.
Yeah.
There must be availability of this virus, either in a blood, or either in a body fluid, or either in a body tissue, in a living body tissue. Don't misquote me, I said only living.
Yeah.
But we are saying there's a core condition
Yes.
that HIV must be present somewhere for you to acquire it.
Yeah.
It takes us back to our definition, for you to acquire the same. Now, I was talking about mother to child transmission. And I said during pregnancy, at birth or during birth, and during breastfeeding. During pregnancy, what happens is the mother, I don't know whether you help me with a very good language, a language that everyone will get, because I know this. Some of us are tuned in and we are so young. But during breastfeeding, the process, during pregnancy, the process of being pregnant, the pregnancy period, what we call gestation period, the infant takes food or even blood from who? From
the mother. Yeah.
Now, what happens is this, in a very simple language, that there is a barrier between the mother and the child. So when somebody is virally suppressed, the same way I may explain vizuri, the same way I just explained so well, that if you take medication, your viral load will go down, or the virus will sleep.
They will sleep.
They will not get any chance.
Yeah, you know, when something is sleeping, you are unaware of so many things happening around you.
It's like walking with a chalk in your pocket. Does it?
Yeah, it can't
affect you in any way?
No.
Or is like carrying a pen? Not really a pen. A pen can prick you. It's like carrying a small piece of paper in your pocket.
Yeah.
It has no harm.
Yeah.
So later in the day, or rather later in our series, we'll be in a position to explain more about that. But just get to know that because of time, that during pregnancy, a mother can affect a child, and even during birth. Remember, there's some blood coming out. There's tear and tear, and a baby can come into contact with infected blood, and infection can occur during breastfeeding. Also, if the viral load of the mother is high or is too high, basically is high, then there's a possibility, and if the child is also not on prophylaxis, there's a possibility that this child can be infected. And because we don't want to leave anybody hanging, even as we are leaving that the topic about transmission of mother to child, which we'll later on discuss it in detail, please, a young mother that is outside there that is pregnant today or is intending to get pregnant, just know that there is a way out. We are not saying that you should not give birth because you will infect your child. There's a way out, and the way out here is just suppress the virus. I think just suppress the virus.
And how do you suppress the virus?
Should we discuss that later?
No, we will discuss later. Just suppress the virus, and you know we will talk about that.
Yes.
Next time. So, Spem, can we talk about the symptoms?
Basically, thank you so much. Basically, that is what must happen for an infection to occur. I know most of us confuse the spread. What would make it spread so fast now? I think that is more of now the behavior. And some practices like unsafe sex practices. And you remember you mentioned that if you have sex with
an
somebody,
infected,
you honestly, Rose, I felt like now we should not be having sex with people,
not infected, with HIV infected, and not suppressed.
Exactly. That unprotected sex with somebody, with an infected person who is not on treatment, or is on treatment but is not virally suppressed. So sex is good. Thank you. I know, being a mother and a spouse, there are issues that we must not discuss. talking about some few symptoms, and don't confuse these symptoms with diagnosis.
Yeah.
If you see these symptoms, then that doesn't mean that you're HIV positive.
Yeah.
These will come after diagnosis.
Exactly.
There's a way to confirm whether you are HIV positive or negative.
Exactly.
So don't use symptoms. Don't do what we call the, is it clinical diagnosis? Not even clinical diagnosis. Where you just spot diagnosis. Where you just spot somebody unasema, Rose,
you are HIV positive.
You don't
No,
do that.
you don't do that.
So these symptoms, as much as we are talking about them briefly, that is not a diagnosis. Please, it is not a diagnosis.
Exactly.
If you want to know your status, I think it's through a test.
Yeah, it's through a test.
Is it free or?
It's free.
Where?
Yeah.
You can go to a market to.
It's free in
all public
facilities,
hospitals,
yeah.
VCT centers. Yes.
Yeah.
Some of the few symptoms that one may experience are like fever, a swollen lymph nodes, generalized aches and pain all over the body, a skin rash, sore throat, headache, unexplained symptoms. Some very many symptoms, some very petty symptoms that in most cases we assume. I have a slight headache, I just take Panadol, I assume mimi nimepona. You know, there are symptoms that really, and that's why we are saying that it is not a diagnosis.
Yeah, it is
so
not.
It is important just to know that these symptoms may appear because you're HIV infected. Other symptoms at a latency stage now because it progresses.
Yes.
Mark that I'm not talking about the stage where we now call AIDS. It's a latency stage in between.
Yeah.
The other symptoms that you may see, the symptoms that we talked about are now like increasing. They're now intensifying. Like the headaches now is on and off. Unatibiwa, recurrent fevers, night sweats, fatigue, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, weight loss. In most cases, unexplained weight loss.
Yes.
Skin rashes again are occurring. Recurrent oral and vaginal thrush, yeast infection. Even pneumonia can appear in this case.
Yeah, even TB.
Even TB can now come in. And now that you've mentioned about TB, it is important now to talk about. No, it is not important to talk about AIDS. Even TB, because we are talking of a pulmonary TB at stage 3 and even extrapulmonary TB in stage 4. So we might not be able to go into the deep clinical bit of it, but just get to know that these are symptoms that you can experience when you're HIV positive. And still, I'm repeating myself, that is not the final diagnosis. For you to be diagnosed, kindly go for a test and don't use the symptoms that you're undergoing. But again, it's at times it's important. If I feel like headache, nishuku, I'm gonna AIDS. Then I run to the clinic. Okay, it's fine.
It's
but
fine.
that is not a diagnosis.
It's free.
It's free. It's free. That brings us to almost the end of this. But before we wrap up everything, we mentioned something to do with AIDS, and we said this is the most advanced stage of AIDS. Still, I'm repeating myself that untreated HIV can cause AIDS. And at this point, this is now when we were trying to explain that your immunity is completely down. It is destroyed. And one thing that one would want to mention at this point, which is not very palatable, is that even life is shortened. Yeah. Why is it shortened? Because you've become susceptible to so many infections, so many diseases that will basically take you down. Yeah. And at this point, if you don't adhere to your medication, because adherence is the only thing that is going to save you from progressing to AIDS.
It's the only ticket.
Actually, it's the only ticket. That no, it's like you're going this direction, but you want to go this direction. Yeah. And this direction here is a bridge, or kuna water body. So the only vessel that will take you to the other end is either you use a water vessel or a bridge. Yeah. And the only water vessel and a bridge that we're having here is medication. That is the only thing that will stop you from becoming an AIDS patient. And symptoms, hapa kwa AIDS sasa. The symptoms now, you look at the symptoms, they are not very good. Because
Yeah.
we are seeing neurological symptoms like memory loss,
Yeah.
confusion, balance problems, behavior change, seizures, and even vision changes.
Yeah.
You start now,
Changes.
you all of a sudden you are short-sighted,
Yeah.
and all that. Mark or NB point to note, still
Yeah.
not a diagnosis.
Yeah. So
Still go test.
until
Yes.
you
But
visit-
after you've received your diagnosis, then know that when these things are happening,
yeah.
then is either your disease is advancing or what we call the HIV progression.
Yeah.
You're progressing.
You're
so ask
progressing.
yourself a lot of questions. Am I on medication or not?
Yeah.
If I'm not on medication, then what am I waiting for?
What am I
and if I'm
waiting
on medication, am I really doing it the right,
way? Yeah.
At this point, you may want to talk about even the opportunistic infection.
And maybe
just
somebody
from
can ask
Yes.
that you are saying, am I doing it the right way?
Okay.
What is the right way? Yeah. Yeah, because I'm going to the clinic every TCA, I mean every appointment date, and I'm not doing well still.
Yes.
So the right way is, are you taking your medication at the right time? Yeah. Are you taking, like, for example, maybe you chose around 7 a.m. Are you sticking to that time? Are you taking your drugs at that time? That is the question. Doing it the right way. Are you taking it every day? Or sometimes you forget, or sometimes you skip time. Maybe you take it, you are saying that you take it around 7 a.m. and at some point you find yourself taking it at 8 a.m. No. The viruses does not work like that. You have to be smart.
Thank you.
So that it suppresses, it sleeps.
In my community,
Yeah.
we would say that you are stealing the run. In my
I've
community.
stolen the run.
No, stealing the run. And thank you for
Oh
stealing
my
the run.
goodness.
Because somebody was going home today
Yeah.
asking, Sasa hii kumeza vizuri. They're
Hey.
taking it the correct way. What are these two talking about?
Yeah.
I think she has explained it.
Yes, I have done
And
it.
stay tuned in our next series.
Yes.
Even as we're going to discuss it even further. And you realize, no, you will not, or you will record, or you'll be in a position to know how easy sometimes difficult things are. I don't know whether I used English, but some of these things that are so difficult, we've not realized how easy they are.
Yeah.
We recognize that it can be a real challenge, but there's a way out.
Yeah.
If only you understand yourself.
Exactly.
Exactly. Now, opportunistic infection before we run out of time.
Yeah.
An infection that takes advantage of a state. Why are we saying this? From our introduction, we said HIV compromises your immunity.
Yeah.
Now, an infection is coming to take advantage of a house that has no security.
Exactly.
Can I give an example of money? Because that is the only example that works well.
And we
with
can
us.
understand that one easily.
A bank is under 24 hours security check.
Yeah.
If you want to see how people are evil, just announce that all banks will not be having securities.
Hey.
Why are you saying hey? You'll be part of the, team that will be visiting them.
I want I will be part of the team watching what is happening.
Now, you see the way we are reasoning?
Yeah.
That is the same way an opportunistic infection reasons. I need to cause somebody trouble. But this person is protected. Now wait until you don't protect yourself.
Oh my goodness.
Then you will see.
You will
and that
see.
brings us to in what people see or in what people call or what is considered as AIDS defining illness.
Yeah.
How I wish that one day we will not talk about AIDS in Kenya.
Yeah.
Let us talk about HIV infection and forget about AIDS completely. Because I know after this, everybody will have the zeal to go and know their status. Each and every person outside there that is doing medication will correctly do medication after really understanding all this. These are what they call AIDS defining illnesses. And there's a skin cancer that I don't really like. It's called Kaposi.
Kaposi sarcoma. Oh my goodness.
And there's another pneumonia. It's a lung disease. When you have the two, wanasema you have AIDS.
Yeah, maybe Spen, you can explain to us this Kaposi sarcoma thing, yeah? Because maybe somebody is confused there, asking now what is this Kaposi sarcoma? How does it come once I'm HIV positive? Yeah, just a little bit, not.
My little will be this way.
Yeah.
At number one, it is categorized as an opportunistic infection.
Exactly.
Number two is a type of skin cancer. Let me just read that. We are following. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was in number two.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I said it's a type of skin cancer. And number three, this one.
Yeah.
I will have to invite somebody, not today, but somebody will be invited here to talk about this.
Yes.
Because if you talk about this, people will. What wanaanza diagnose Kaposi sarcoma outside here. You know, Kenyans are funny.
Yeah,
and
maybe.
Not Kenyans. I'm sorry, Kenyans.
No.
Human beings are basically funny.
Yeah, human beings.
Even I am funny. From this point, hata mimi tena nianza kusema hii Kaposi, wacha nitafute in another way. Let me look for it in a different way. So, just keep your appetite. We'll soon discuss the
what
opportunistic
Kaposi sarcoma
infections.
Is. Yeah.
And even now, as you're coming to the last end of this, somebody is asking, now is HIV? Who brought it? Why are we having these problems?
Yeah.
Why is it that malaria, okay, fine, inakuja inaenda, it's fine, but where did this thing come from?
Yes.
For corona, we are talking of India, talking of how it was manufactured in a lab. We are talking of so many stories. The same stories apply when it comes to HIV. So there are what we call theories, trying to explain the origin of HIV.
Yeah.
And just to take you back, we said we are not going to dwell on this because already we have this, and how to manage it, how to live with it is the most important thing to really go about or really to take home.
Yes.
And now, what is a theory? What is a theory? If you understand what a theory is, then you will know why we are not giving it much. We are not giving it much weight. I don't know whether you are in a position to think about it.
Help me think about theory. Is it a set of ideas? Yeah, theory is just a set of ideas explaining the existence of something.
Yes.
Just a set. Everybody, saying something about AIDS. Ross Festus is saying something about AIDS. Spem Aloli also say something about AIDS. You also say or think something about AIDS. And then all those sets of ideas, we bring them together. Yeah? Just to explain the existence of HIV. Yeah. Am I
yes,
trying
you are
to
there.
explain?
You know, if I was to be, if my education in a way was to be stopped or to be subtracted from my brain, then I would basically say that theory is a guesswork.
Yeah, it's a guesswork. It's simply a guesswork.
But because we were not there, and they're recorded, we can't really say it's a guesswork. But the same way you said, these are just ideas. It's a set of ideas. It's a set of some sort of explanation. Trying, the word is trying, to explain an origin or an existence of something.
Yeah.
And having said that, there are so many theories that one would want to look at, even at home or in your own. Every school has some homework.
Yeah.
You need to give people some homework. Let's go and look at what we call the smallpox vaccination theory, hepatitis B vaccine theory, the oral polio theory. Again, there's another one here which is so malicious that somebody said that it was created in Fort Dead Trade.
Yeah, I think this is a scholar
that given chance, I would really want to invite such a person just to come and explain for us how we got this information.
Yeah.
Because he said that it was used to like more of a bioweapon to, just to clear some population. Really. Anyway, I don't want to argue with theories.
Anyway,
there's a conspiracy
that
theory.
That is also that person's
idea or thinking, or because he lived before we lived.
Yeah.
So we got the notes we are reading. And then there's the conspiracy theory also. But there's a theory that I really tend to relate with. I'm not saying that is the best. But what did you call it?
What is somebody saying?
Oh, Kaposi Sakoma. Okay.
Somebody
Thank
saying
you for that, Festus.
Kaposi Sakoma. Hey, yeah.
Hey, Kenyan.
Thank you so much, Festus.
Okay.
Yeah, we can see what.
Okay. It is Kaposi Sakoma.
Kaposi Sakoma. Thank you for the correction. Yeah.
There's a theory I was explaining something. That there's a theory that at times I tend to relate with a little bit, that it mutated.
Yeah.
That earlier on, remember, in the old days, people were gatherers, hunters and gatherers. They hunt bushmeat.
Yeah.
Basically, the books record chimpanzees and monkeys. And these animals, they contained a virus. I think they still contain that virus called simian immunodeficiency virus. So there's an explanation that during hunting and gathering, injuries could have developed.
Exactly.
And these guys were eating this flesh also. And I want to take myself back and imagine that I'm that person who was there naked and all. So my lifestyle also was slightly rough.
Yeah, very rough.
Was slightly engaging. It was too physical. So injuries were there, and we used to eat. Or they used to eat this flesh.
Yeah.
And cooking could be an issue also. But I want to imagine hunting down a chimpanzee.
Oh my goodness.
Or hunting down a monkey. So hapo kuna vita. There's some war. There's some fight. And so they came in contact with this virus called SIH, or simian immunodeficiency virus, which found its new host into human blood or into human flesh. And because this is a new host, and with the continued exposure to this virus, at wewe sai, even you today, if you get a new host, you'll have to adapt.
Yeah.
So the assumption is the virus adapted and mutated.
Exactly.
In a form that it could be transmitted from human to human now. And that's how it became human immunodeficiency virus. That is a theory.
It's a set of ideas.
It's a set of an idea. So and because we're here, I don't know.
Maybe we can just check what
I'm inquiring. Yes, Festus, we are going to. Okay, if you have your pen, it is KAPOSI, hiyo kastofi hapo juu, then S.
Okay.
It's more of a Swahili word. It's Kaposis with K. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Now I was just finishing up and saying by saying that the most important thing is for us to recognize, to accept, and really to know and see into it and believe that HIV exists. It is real.
It is real.
It is a pandemic.
Yeah.
Pandemic. It is a pandemic.
Yeah, it is a pandemic.
It is
like
there.
Corona, COVID-19. Yeah.
It is there. The same concerns that you are giving those other infection is the same attention that we should give HIV.
Yeah.
Treatment works.
Perfectly.
Treatment works.
Yeah.
Treatment works. Treatment works.
Yeah.
You can only be on treatment the moment you have a diagnosis.
Exactly.
The moment you know your status.
Don't start treatment before you are diagnosed.
Yes. What is diagnosis? Getting to know. Being tested. As in, Nikona virusi. Nikona malaria.
Yes.
It's a form of knowing. It's just getting to test yourself and and knowing. And Rose, at this point, is important also to tell our viewers that this is a series that we've started. Today being our initial point, it is good to give a roadmap. We'll be having our meetings every Friday.
Yes.
Upon changes,
different topics.
Upon changes, we are going to communicate that early. Sorry for the late invites. We had some technical hitches, but thank you for supporting us again. Thank you for tuning. Thank you for making it a success. Any questions will be answered. There's a button for WhatsApp. We are able to just click there. There's there's somebody who will be ready to respond to you. We are open for suggestions. Next week when we start, we are going to start with answering the questions that have been posted. Yes, somebody is writing something. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Feel free to be part of this journey. There are so many people outside there. These are our brothers, our sisters, our siblings, our bosses. These are our own people. We need to support these people. We need to be there for them. So kindly be a hero. Bring somebody on board. Work with somebody. Let somebody understand and develop a health-seeking behavior. There's a quote here that says that if I'm involved, I'll remain in it, because it's a process that needs my attention, needs my contribution. Another person said, this person said that if I come for it, I will keep it, I will sustain it. So if I seek health attention, or if I go to the hospital for a purpose, then I'll be in a position to sustain that purpose. So just know that we have our counselors in every health facility who are ready to receive you, who are ready to take you through all this treatment literacy, who are ready to have you on board and walk with you this journey.
Know that you are not alone.
You are not alone.
You are not alone. Spem and I, Rose, we are here, and we are so kind. When when you come, we will let you know that you are not alone in this journey. And that is the reason as to why we are heroes.
Voice corner.
Voice corner. Yes. So you are not alone. So just feel free and walk to the facility of your choice, get diagnosed, and if you find that you are HIV, if you have virus, please get started on
ARVs. We basically call ARVs.
ARVs. And
remember to sanitize.
I'm doing it right now. And thank you. We want to say that thank you so much for tuning in, and we love you. And every Friday, unless there is anything that has come in without that we cannot avoid, we will let you know in advance. Otherwise, we would want to say thank you so much for being with us in this journey. It's a long journey, and we've just started it today, and we will walk with you. Any concern, any question that you have, please be free. You can call us. I don't know, did you?
Yes, there's a number that is there, 0756 94884, and the other one is
0725 970 595. Finish your number, because there are some people who are writing,
Oh, there are people that are writing. No, it is there. 07 26 940 884. We are again going to share our YouTube page or our YouTube account on the page. Meanwhile, continue liking the page. Please share the page. Invite your friends to like the page, because this information need to be, spread all over the continent. Thank you for our viewers from United States. Good morning.
Roslida Ubare. Good morning, everyone from the United States who are listening to us. You are amazing people, and we believe that you will always log in and tune in and walk together with us in this journey. Feel most welcome, and as we say that we are supporting adherence, we are good people, and next time we will talk about what is adherence. Yeah, thank you so
So
much.
we'll begin from what is adherence. No, we'll begin by answering questions.
Yes.
Then talk about what this
What
adherence
is adherence is.
Which will take us to treatment options.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Feel at home. Thank you. You said thank you, the United States people. Thank you, the universe. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for staying with us. Thank you so much, Kissy County.
Thank you,
Kissy County. Thank you, Kissy County. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Florence. That is our Casco.
Yes. Thank
she
you
will be
so
here
much.
very soon. She will be here. Yes. If you don't mention Anne Wasilwa, you will be arrested.
Yeah,
if you don't
that
mention
one will be arrested today.
University of Maryland will be arrested. Thank you so much for supporting us. Thank you so much for giving us materials. Thank you and thank you and thank you.
Anne Wasilwa has been right at our in front and
back. Remember, there's COVID.
Yeah.
Sanitize.
Sanitize.
Keep distance. If you measure this one is.
Yeah, we are keeping distance. It's 1.5.
And wear your mask.
And sanitize.
Avoid crowded places.
You see, sanitize. Yeah.
Know that COVID.
Yes. Thank you so much.
And
God bless.
Yes. Can I say bye now? And bye. Thank you so much. Have a nice evening.
Bye.